I'm Buzz. Welcome back to the channel where we talk all things K-pop, drama, and everything in between. Today we're diving into something that's been on a lot of ARMY's minds lately. BTS's golden maknae, Jungkook, is finally back from military service, but something feels a little different. And honestly, it sparked a whole wave of emotions in the fandom: confusion, concern, and even a bit of heartbreak. So let's rewind just a little. Back in December 2023, Jungkook enlisted for his mandatory military service. Before he left, he was basically living on Weverse. Remember those random midnight lives? Him singing, cooking, just chilling with fans for hours? He was one of the most active members, and it gave ARMYs this feeling of closeness, like we were really a part of his daily life. Fast forward to June 11th, 2025, his discharge day. The excitement was off the charts. Fans were counting down, literally. And when he finally returned, the anticipation for his next move was sky high. But instead of hopping back onto Weverse or giving us that classic "I'm back ARMY" vibe, Jungkook stayed quiet. No surprise livestream. No casual updates. Just silence. Unless you count the moments he's appeared in other people's content. That sudden quiet hit fans hard. A TikTok even went viral, with a fan saying, "ARMY's parasocial relationship with Jungkook has ended." That line, wow. It really stirred up a lot of feelings. Some people agreed, commenting that he felt like a different person now. Others, thankfully, reminded everyone that life after military service isn't just a press play button. And honestly, I kind of get both sides. Military service isn't just a break. It changes you. It can reset your routines, your mindset, and even your sense of privacy. Some people come back wanting to protect their peace more, to focus on real-world relationships and professional goals. And let's not forget, BTS as a group announced they'd be working on a new album in the US, so it's not like Jungkook is just lounging around. In fact, on July 7th, Jungkook, along with Suga and Jimin, left Korea for the United States. That trip was already expected. Big Hit had shared that BTS would be preparing their next album stateside. But one detail from the airport caught fans' attention right away. Jungkook and Jimin were holding hands. Cute, right? It was this little reminder that their bond is still strong. But what really set off the online chatter wasn't their bromance. It was Jungkook's nails. Yeah, his nails. They were painted in mismatching colors. And in K-pop fandom world, no detail goes unnoticed. Fans were quick to point out that Winter from aespa had recently rocked a standout blue nail. Suddenly, people started linking Jungkook's nail style to Winter, claiming it was more evidence of their rumored relationship. Now, to be fair, those dating rumors had already been floating around in early July. Someone made a whole thread trying to connect the dots between Jungkook and Winter. Matching gym visits, similar clothing, accessories, but honestly, the evidence was weak at best. Even fans were laughing at it. But with the nails, the story got revived. Not just with Winter. People started throwing in Jimin, Jin, even V, saying that the nail colors might be hinting at something deeper, or at least a message for someone specific. It's wild how something as simple as nail polish can go viral. But here's my take, and I'd really love to hear what you think too. I don't think Jungkook is trying to send hidden messages. He's a grown man, an artist, and someone who's lived under a microscope for over a decade. If he wanted to announce a relationship, he probably would. And if he wants to just paint his nails for fun or fashion, let the man be. But I do think this whole situation touches on something deeper: our expectations as fans. When an idol disappears from live streams or stops posting as much, we start to wonder, did something change? Are they pulling away from us? And the truth is, maybe they are, but not in the way we think. What if Jungkook's silence isn't about losing interest in fans, but about reclaiming a bit of his own space? Let me ask you this. Do you think we as fans expect too much access to idols? Should we be okay when they step back? Or do they owe us a certain level of presence because of the bond we've shared? Let's talk in the comments. I'm genuinely curious what you all think. Now, I want to bring up something that often goes unspoken in the K-pop world: the emotional cost of parasocial relationships. You know, those one-sided connections we feel with our favorite idols. When Jungkook was doing lives regularly, he wasn't just entertaining us, he was creating a sense of intimacy. Fans felt seen, heard, connected. It wasn't just idol and fan. For some, it felt like a friend checking in, a comforting voice late at night, or someone to sing you to sleep after a long day. So when that connection suddenly goes quiet, it can honestly feel like heartbreak. But here's where I think we have to step back and check ourselves. Jungkook, and any idol, really isn't obligated to maintain that connection just because it once existed. He gave us those moments from his heart, but he's also allowed to change, to grow, to shift his boundaries, especially after going through something as intense as military life. And let's not forget, BTS members aren't just regrouping musically. They're also reconnecting as individuals who've gone through different things in the past 2 years. Jungkook may be reevaluating how he wants to show up online, or even figuring out who he is again, outside the stage lights and social media filters. Now, some fans have speculated that the dating rumors might be the reason he's gone quiet. Maybe he saw how fans reacted to the winter speculation, or how every detail, like his nails, gets overanalyzed. That kind of scrutiny can make anyone want to step back. And again, whether the rumors are true or not, that kind of intense spotlight on your personal life is exhausting. He might be choosing peace over posts, and who could blame him? But here's something interesting I noticed. Even though Jungkook hasn't gone live, he's still visible. He's appearing in Jimin's and other members' content. He's traveling. He's in work mode. He's just not as accessible as before. And I think that's the key shift that fans are struggling with. Not that he disappeared, but that the version of Jungkook we felt so close to feels a little out of reach now. So what does this mean for us as fans? Honestly, it might be time to evolve with him. BTS has always encouraged us to grow. Remember, love yourself? That message wasn't just about self-love in isolation. It was also about learning to respect others' boundaries and understanding when someone needs space. And it's not just Jungkook who's gone through this. Other idols have had similar shifts after enlistment, or just from maturing over time. Military service, fame, public pressure, these things can change a person. Not in a bad way, just in a real way. I want to flip the conversation now. Instead of saying Jungkook has changed, maybe we ask, are we willing to let him change? Can we still support him even if the way he connects with us looks different? And on a bigger scale, can we talk about how parasocial bonds can be beautiful, but also risky when we start placing expectations on people who don't even know us personally? That's something I've been reflecting on a lot lately. I think it's okay to miss the old vibes, but it's also okay to welcome the new ones. Maybe Jungkook is entering a new era, quieter, more private, more grounded, and maybe that's exactly what he needs to thrive as an artist and a human being. What do you think? Do you miss Jungkook's lives as much as I do? Or do you understand and respect this new distance? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let's have a real conversation in the comments, not just about Jungkook, but about how we all experience these kinds of changes with the idols we admire. And remember, just because someone's not showing up in the way they used to, doesn't mean they've left. It might just mean they're finding a new way to be present on their own terms. If you made it this far, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications for more thoughtful K-pop discussions right here on Anyang Buzz. Until next time, stay kind, stay curious, and stay respectful. Bye for now.